You know what? The Fast and Furious franchise has given us some of the most legendary four-wheeled beasts in cinema history. But some absolute automotive masterpieces barely got their moment to shine before they were either blown up, crashed, or just straight up forgotten. Today, we're talking about the unsung heroes of the Fast Saga. Starting off strong at number 1, we've got the 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner from Fast 6. Now, this muscle car beauty showed up during that insane London street race, and let me tell you, it was packing some serious American firepower under that hood. This wasn't just any Roadrunner. According to Dennis McCarthy, the picture car coordinator for the franchise, they built this specific car with a 528 cubic inch Hemi engine, producing somewhere around 650 horsepower. That's roughly 650 horses of pure, unadulterated muscle car madness. But did we get to see it tear up the streets for more than a hot minute? Absolutely not. The Roadrunner appeared in maybe 3 scenes total, and honestly, that's criminal. This car represented classic American muscle going head-to-head with European engineering, and it deserves so much more. For context, an original 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner in good condition today can fetch anywhere from $40,000 to over $100,000, depending on the specs and condition. The movie version with all those modifications easily worth double that. Here's what kills me. The Fast franchise has always celebrated car culture, but this Plymouth barely got its introduction before it was pushed aside for more CGI explosions and tank sequences. Don't get me wrong, I love good tank chases, but come on, give the Roadrunner its flowers. Coming in at number 2, we have the 1967 Ford Mustang Fastback from Tokyo Drift. Now, Sean Boswell's Mustang got absolutely wrecked in that opening race scene, and honestly, that hurt my soul. According to the Tokyo Drift production notes, this wasn't just some random Mustang they pulled from a junkyard. The crew specifically chose a 67 Fastback because it represented the quintessential American muscle car, the perfect fish-out-of-water vehicle for Tokyo's drift racing scene. They fitted it with a modified V8 engine pushing around 400 horsepower. But here's the kicker, we got maybe 10 minutes with this beauty before it became a twisted heap of metal and regret. 10 minutes! Do you know what a restored 67 Mustang Fastback goes for today? We're talking somewhere between $50,000 and $150,000, depending on the condition and originality. The movie's modified version would have been worth even more to collectors. The Mustang represented Sean's American roots and his disconnect with Japanese car culture. It was symbolic, it was beautiful, and it deserved to be more than just a cautionary tale about racing on construction sites. Imagine if they'd kept it around and had Sean actually learn to drift in that beast. Now that would have been something special. At number 3, let's talk about the gorgeous 1963 Corvette Stingray from Fast 5. This split-window beauty appeared during the Brazilian sequences, and it was absolutely chef's kiss perfect. But did it get the spotlight it deserved? Not even close. The 63 Corvette Stingray is iconic for a reason. It's considered one of the most beautiful American sports cars ever designed. The split rear window only appeared for one model year, making it incredibly rare and valuable. According to Haggerty, a pristine example can sell for anywhere from $100,000 to over $250,000 today. That's $250,000 for 1 year of automotive perfection. In Fast 5, this Stingray made brief appearances in the background during Rio's street scenes, but it never got its moment in the sun. We never saw it race, never saw it in action. It was basically defensive set dressing. And that's a tragedy because this car has presence. It's got those curves, that classic split window, and enough vintage American swagger to steal any scene. The Fast franchise loves its American muscle, But somehow, this Corvette got overlooked in favor of newer, flashier rides. Sure, a 2010 Nissan GT-R is impressive, but a 63 Stingray? That's art. That's automotive history. And it deserves so much more than glorified background duty in Rio de Janeiro. Hey, real quick, if you're loving this trip down Fast and Furious memory lane and you want more content about the cars, the movies, and the absolute chaos of this franchise, do me a solid and smash that subscribe button. We've got way more automotive goodness coming your way.
Chatter, game time!
I wouldn't piss him off, guys.
Number 4 takes us back to 2009's Fast and Furious, the one that brought the original crew back together. And in that opening hijacking sequence, we got a glimpse of a beautiful 1970 Dodge Charger RT. But here's the problem, it wasn't the Charger. It wasn't Dom's iconic black beauty, so it got treated like a background player. According to production designer Peter Wenham, the team used multiple Chargers throughout filming, and this particular 70 RT was supposed to represent one of Dom's crew members' rides. It had a legitimate 440 Magnum engine and was fully functional for the high-speed chase scenes. In today's market, a 70 Charger RT in good condition runs anywhere from $60,000 to $120,000. Serious money for serious muscle. But because it wasn't Dom's legendary Charger, this beautiful machine got maybe 5 minutes of screen time before disappearing into the franchise's vast garage of forgotten vehicles. It participated in one of the most thrilling opening sequences of the entire series. That fuel tanker heist then just vanished. The irony, this Charger probably performed more practical stunts than Dom's hero car, which spent half its screen time in carefully controlled beauty shots. This was a working muscle car doing real action work, and it deserved recognition for that. Instead, it became just another casualty of Dom Toretto's one-man, one-car philosophy.
See you, baby.
At number 5, we need to talk about the Ford GT40 from Fast 5. Now, this is where things get interesting, because the GT40 is basically American racing royalty. This is the car that beat Ferrari at Le Mans 4 years straight from 1966 to 1969. It's a legitimate racing legend. In Fast 5, the GT40 appeared during the absolutely bonkers vault heist chase through Rio, but it was barely visible in most shots. According to automotive historian and Fast franchise consultant Craig Lieberman, the production used a kit car replica because authentic GT40s are worth millions. We're talking $3 to $11 million for an original race spec GT40. That's more than most people's houses. Even a continuation GT40 officially sanctioned recreation started around $500,000. So yeah, they weren't about to destroy a real one for a movie stunt. But here's my issue. If you're gonna include a car with that much racing pedigree, give it more than background duty. Let it breathe. Let it roar. Halfway through our list at number 6, we've got Brian O'Connor's silver Nissan Skyline R34 from the 2009 film. Now, I know what you're thinking, didn't the Skyline get plenty of screen time in Too Fast, Too Furious? Yes, but that was a different car. This one got absolutely disrespected. This R34 appeared early in the film and was absolutely stunning. According to the production team, it was built with a genuine RB26 engine pushing around 550 horsepower. For context, Skyline R34s, especially GT-R models, have become insanely valuable. In 2024, clean examples were selling for $150,000 to over $300,000. Paul Walker's actual hero car from Too Fast, Too Furious sold at auction for over $1.35 million in 2023. That's $1.3 million for a car from a 20-year-old movie. But this silver beauty, it got maybe 3 scenes before getting totaled in a chase. 3 scenes. The R34 is JDM royalty. It's the car that defined a generation of import tuners. It deserves better than being a plot device to show that Brian and Dom were in danger. The worst part, this could have been an incredible callback to Brian's roots, to where his love for Japanese performance cars began. Instead, it became another casualty of the franchise's explosive tendencies. R.I.P. to a legend gone too soon. At number 7, we're talking about the Jensen Interceptor from Fast and Furious 6. Now, if you don't know what a Jensen Interceptor is, don't worry, most people don't, and that's exactly why it deserved more screen time. The Jensen Interceptor was a British GT car built from 1966 to 1976, and it was absolutely wild. It featured Italian design by Carrozzeria Touring, a massive American V8 engine, and British craftsmanship. It was this weird, wonderful international collaboration that somehow worked. According to classic car experts, good examples today sell for anywhere from $40,000 to $80,000. In Fast 6, the Interceptor appeared during the London street scenes, and it looked magnificent. The long hood, those curves, that distinctly 70s British-American vibe. It was perfect. But did it get to do anything cool? Nope. It was parked in the background while Dom and crew did their thing. Number 8 brings us back to Fast and Furious 2009. And this time, we're talking about the 1971 Plymouth GTX. This car appeared in that incredible opening fuel tanker heist. And folks, it was mean, like genuinely intimidating mean. The Plymouth GTX was Plymouth's gentleman's muscle car, more refined than the Roadrunner but still packing serious heat under the hood. The 71 models came with either a 440 cubic inch V8 or the legendary 426 Hemi. According to muscle car specialists, a good 71 GTX today runs between $50,000 to $90,000, with Hemi versions commanding even more. In the movie, this GTX was part of Dom's hijacking crew, and it looked absolutely menacing with its aggressive front end and muscular stance. But after that opening sequence, it disappeared, gone, forgotten. And that's a shame, because the GTX represented old-school muscle car culture, the kind of car that Dom's character should have been all about. The franchise loves its Dodge Chargers and Challengers, but the GTX brought something different to the table. It was the thinking man's muscle car, the one you chose when you wanted performance without all the flash. It deserved to be more than a one-scene wonder. Coming in at number 9, we have to talk about the Porsche 911 GT3 RS from Fast 5. Now listen, Porsche doesn't play around. When they slap GT3 RS on something, they mean business. This is track-focused German engineering at its absolute finest. According to Porsche's official specs, the 997 generation GT3 RS featured in Fast 5 produced roughly 450 horsepower from its naturally aspirated flat-6 engine. That might not sound like Charger numbers, but in a car weighing about 3,000 pounds with razor-sharp handling, that's plenty. These cars cost around $130,000 new, and today, clean examples sell for $200,000 or more. They've actually appreciated in value. In the movie, the GT3 RS appeared during the train heist sequence and briefly in Rio. But it never got a proper showcase. We never see it carve up mountain roads or demonstrate what made it special. Instead, it got treated like just another expensive prop. And finally, at number 10, we have the 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle SS. If you're a muscle car fan, you just got goosebumps. The 70 Chevelle SS is the muscle car for many enthusiasts. The perfect combination of styling, power, and American attitude. The Chevelle appeared in multiple Fast films, but never got the respect it deserved. According to muscle car historians, a fully loaded 1970 Chevelle SS with the LS6 454 engine was one of the most powerful production cars of its era. making 450 horsepower, and everyone knows those numbers were underrated to avoid insurance penalties. Today, pristine examples sell for $100,000 to over $200,000, depending on originality and options. In the films, the Chevelle made brief appearances during street racing sequences and chase scenes, but it never got its hero moment. It was always there, always looking perfect, but never in the spotlight. And that's criminal. As Dom famously said in the first film,
"It don't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning."
Well, this Chevelle should have won more screen time. What car do you think deserved more screen time? Drop your answers in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more automotive content, and I'll catch you in the next one.